What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of Smackdown Live, and it's the final episode of Smackdown Live before we head off to the second major joint pay-per-view of the series, the Survivor Series, and we're gonna have all the shit you guys like, the traditional six-man tag team match, and we know who's gonna be facing off in that. But today we have a very nice show of Smackdown Live. We have Becky Lynch facing off against Bayley to decide who is going to be the #1 contender for the Women's Championship after Elimination Chamber. That's what we got right there. And we also have a tag team match between people who are in championship matches. We have Kofi Kingston teaming up with Seth Rollins, the WWE Champion, to face off against Chad Gable and Dolph Ziggler. Two of these opponents will be facing off against each other at Survivor Series, so it is somewhat of a warm-up match tonight. So what we got going on backstage, we have reports of something. We got these cameras backstage? Because I don't know what's going on. Something's happening. I can hear some shit happening backstage. Is my shit glitching? Who's that? Shinsuke Nakamura and Bray Wyatt backstage. We already know these two superstars will be facing off against each other at Survivor Series in a one-on-one match. And Bray Wyatt is doing something that you don't really see Bray Wyatt doing. Going up. I mean, you can't really call it Taro, but he's climbing up on top of a board, a box. And I don't know who initiated this shit right here, but something tells me it might have been Shinsuke, because Bray Wyatt has been going after Shinsuke in recent weeks. Shinsuke may be trying to get him, get his own back on Bray Wyatt, but that is not what's happening right now. But Shinsuke with an elbow to the back of the face. There isn't even anyone backstage as Shinsuke drives Bray Wyatt off of that wall. There isn't even anyone backstage to stop this madness. There's nothing that can happen right here. Bray Wyatt, both of these superstars just exchanging, taking turns, throwing each other up against the wall. It's insane. And Bray Wyatt sending Shinsuke Nakamura back down the other way, in his face, his skull bouncing off of the box, and then a running neck breaker from Bray Wyatt, who has said he is going to reset Shinsuke Nakamura's career. He said he's going to start it all from scratch, as he says the King of Strong Style tumbling down the arena. Like I said, there isn't even anyone around here who can break this up. I need to send some security, but you know what? We're going to let these two superstars settle their differences right now. Bray Wyatt jumping off the box again, kind of missing contact, and his knee went off of that off of that trash can, but he kind of firmed it, and an Uranagi onto that hardcore floor right there. And Bray Wyatt has come out here to send a message to Shinsuke Nakamura, who again is throwing that back elbow at the face of Bray Wyatt, and a DDT. I probably should have sent a little security, but you know what? Now we're just going to let these guys settle their differences. They will be facing off against each other at Survivor Series, like I said, and that's where they can really settle their differences. But now we're going to let them bang it out. We're going to let them do it. Shinsuke's picked up a trash can. Bray Wyatt manages to get out his hand. Could have been a tough time for Bray Wyatt if he got hit with that trash can. Bray Wyatt just keeps on sending the King of Strong Style tumbling around the arena, but Shinsuke Nakamura gets another savvy reversal. I might have to get a referee down here and turn this into an actual Falls Count Anywhere match. Just let these guys do it. And Shinsuke Nakamura, there's a table right there. Shinsuke Nakamura sending Bray Wyatt through the table. Sends him sprawling. And he's still not finished. Shinsuke's not finished. Sends Bray Wyatt off of that TV. And what Shinsuke Nakamura got in mind right now, only a few days from Survivor Series, they smashed my TV. Both y'all asses is fined. You're fined. And the very first match to kick us off tonight, the Irish Lass Kicker, recently having her chance to face up against the WWE Champion, Emma, at Battleground one-on-one, and Emma was able to come out and pick up the victory. And she been looking strong, man, because she dispatched Charlotte, Queen Charlotte, relatively quickly. So, I mean, she ain't been looking too bad. But Becky Lynch looking for another opportunity to get at that championship. She is facing off against Bayley. Like I said, we have the Elimination Chamber coming up after Survivor Series. So there will be a lot of superstars getting their chance at the belt. But this is to determine who is #1 contender after that big match. Get Bayley out. Get Bayley down here. Her opponent going to be facing off against Becky Lynch for that #1 contendership spot. Bayley, I mean, she's been looking good in the matches she's had, but she's never really had that stand-out matchup. And it doesn't look like she's going to be able to have that stand-out matchup today either, guys. Because Paige is here on Smackdown Live for her very first appearance in the universe. And she's heading straight for the ring. And she looks like she wants to take on Becky Lynch. And now I guess we're going to let this happen. I don't know. Paige has come out here and taken out the opponent who was supposed to face off against Becky Lynch. And now we've made this an official match. Becky Lynch is going off against Paige, sorry, making her debut on SmackDown Live into an instant #1 contendership match, which is absolutely insane. But I mean, she couldn't ask for it any better, really, and she's taking it to Becky Lynch. What a matchup, though. A dream matchup in some senses. As a rolling forearm from Paige. And what an impact Paige can make if she comes out here. What was meant to be a #1 contenders match between Bayley and Becky Lynch. Paige could come out here if she wins this. I mean, technically, I guess she's #1 contender for the championship after just one match. And she comes out here and she's taking it to Becky Lynch. Emma has disposed of a few superstars, but Paige is a whole different competitor. She is on a whole nother level, you could say. I mean, superstars like Bayley and Becky Lynch are elite, but Diva, why did I just say Diva? But Paige, I mean, she was one of the best divas back when she was dominant. She was one of the greatest we've seen in recent times, at least. As Becky Lynch is waking up just a little bit, she's decided she's going to take it to Paige, the anti-diva, the anti-diva, the anti-diva. The anti-diva versus the Lass Kicker, the Irish Lass Kicker. One-on-one on SmackDown Live. SmackDown Live. She's grabbing the shorts of Paige. I saw that. That's illegal, but we're going to let it slide. Because what Paige has done is technically illegal too. Or is it though? I mean, she didn't actually do anything during the match. So maybe it wasn't illegal. But somehow Paige has managed to schedule herself in her own match. Maybe she had words with Ric Flair. Maybe she didn't. I don't know. But all that matters is that right now she's out here. And she is going to get her #1 contendership chance. I'm giving it to her. She didn't earn it, but she's got it. And sometimes you got to step up and take what you want. Sometimes that's what you got to do. And that's what we're seeing Paige do tonight. But Becky Lynch is reversing off the top rope. She's caught by Paige into a huge powerbomb. Bang into the center of the ring. And Paige wastes no time in continuing a little bit of offense. But beautiful athleticism from Becky Lynch. Didn't know she had it like that. She drops the knee onto the face of Paige. Back and forth action already in this matchup. But what a counter from Paige. Just catching Becky Lynch up, slamming her. One of the gnarliest powerbombs I've seen in this series yet. But Becky Lynch already working the triangle hold. Referee says break it up due to rope break. We're already trying to work on the arm and neck of Paige. Obviously looking for that disarmer. Or disarm her. Whatever you want to call it. Disarm her. Lifting Paige up to her feet slowly. Is Paige going to come out here and surprise us all? And not manage to get out here with a win? I mean, she's taking full advantage of the shock tactic. The shock effect. As nobody expects her to be out here. Becky Lynch prepared for Bayley as an opponent. A woman who she knows well. She's faced off a few times against Bayley. Not too many times against Paige. And Paige right here is showing her what she's about with the Paige Turner. And she's hooking the leg already. Going for the cover. 2 count. And a kick out from Becky Lynch. Paige Turner is not enough. But you know what might just be enough? And she picks Becky Lynch up to her feet. Where's she dragging her? Towards the rope. The Rampage might just be enough. Paige Turner wasn't enough. Rampage may be enough. But what's Paige gonna go for right here? She's setting something up as Becky Lynch is down on the outside. Paige is gonna do something. Paige is gonna fly through the middle rope. And Paige with a suicide dive through that mid rope, taking out Becky Lynch. What a matchup here on Smackdown Live. Only here on Smackdown Live you can see this shit. Paige going through that middle rope. Absolutely wiping Becky Lynch out. Paige showing no fear. We haven't seen many of the men do that so far in this universe mode. Paige making it happen on her debut. Showing everybody what we've been missing. Showing everybody what we've been missing. I've been wanting to bring Paige back for a while. I've been wanting to debut her. But I guess she got tired of waiting. She's taking her own opportunity. And she's going for a cover now. After that suicide dive, it might be enough. Not enough. Kick out from Becky Lynch. And that has completely put Paige in control. In complete control. Becky Lynch is worn down. And Paige going top rope again. Tie rope. Diving elbow off that top rope. And continuing an assault on Becky Lynch. What she got going on here? Reversal from Becky Lynch though. The Irish lash kicker is fighting back. But Paige not allowing too much momentum to go against her. Shutting it down. And a drop kick to the lower spine of Becky Lynch. Yeah, I said the lower spine. What's Paige going for now? She's going to go for another drop kick. Nope. She's going to line up something else. And something big. Because anytime, well, she tried to put her opponent there before. And Becky Lynch tried the Hurricane Runner and got counted into a powerbomb. This time, she just goes with the drop kick. Now she's got Paige right where she wants her. Exploder suplex from Becky Lynch. And Paige rolls into the corner. And Becky Lynch, I thought she was going to go up into the corner and gloat just a little bit. Paige manages to get up to her feet and take advantage of a miscalculation from Becky Lynch. As Becky Lynch had just hit that exploder suplex. Paige, 1, 2, 3, 4 headbutts from Paige. Animalistic. Anti-diva Paige is. But Becky Lynch again able to reverse when she needs it. Able to find the counter necessary. And Becky Lynch getting all fired up, maybe. Fired up. What's she going for? Ooh. Ooh. Taking something out of Rain Kerosine's Paige right here. As she hits a backpack suplex. I think Rain Kerosine's has a little bit more impact on it when he drops the drop top. Becky Lynch now rolling Paige into that position. And Paige is not as close to the ropes as it once looked like she was going to be. The disarmer is locked in. What is this? Is Paige going to tap? Becky Lynch could turn this match completely on its head. And it looked like she kind of slipped, lost grip. As Paige is able to get control. And she rolls up Becky Lynch into a pin. 1, 2. Oh, and a kick out from Becky Lynch. I thought that was going to be it. I thought Paige was going to book herself a match against Emma. 1-on-1. And Paige again with a Paige Turner. And she's going to go for the cover again. Paige might have just done it and wrapped it all up right there. Kick out from Becky Lynch. Just a 2. The ref puts it up. And Paige is lining up the finish. Sensing the end of this one. And just like that, oh my God, it's in position. Look at that maneuver. the Rampage. I said the Page Turner might not be able to get it done, but the Rampage will. And I think it might have just put Becky Lynch out of contention right there. Free. And Paige, on her debut, shocking everyone with her appearance, has got herself a match one-on-one against Emma for the champion. Well, I say against Emma. Emma might not be the champion after Elimination Chamber, but regardless of who it is, Paige has a championship shot after Elimination Chamber. That is, I guess, maybe, do we put her in the chamber? Maybe we don't put her in the chamber match, but she has a shot at whoever wins that match one-on-one. My oh my, Paige coming out here and putting on a show with some suicide dives and all types, as she, I mean, gets the better of Becky Lynch. Not light work whatsoever. What a matchup these two superstars put on. And that's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. The beginning. WCW can't compete with us, man. That show is trash. Speaking of WCW, however, guys, make sure you're checking out Ring of Honor each week. It is back. It took a little bit of a break while we were taking Impact, getting the episodes up. But Ring of Honor Wrestling is back. It's the developmental show of WCW. You got some big superstars right there. CM Punk, still the Ring of Honor champion. Marty Scurll, Ring of Honor TV champion. And they have their special event also at the end of the week during the weekend of Survivor Series. So make sure you're checking that all out on Wolfie's channel, guys. And coming down to the ring, your SmackDown Live General Manager, Ric Flair. I'm so proud of this man. I feel like he's done an absolutely brilliant job since coming and taking over Sterling Archer as the SmackDown Live General Manager. I'm happy with the work he's been doing. Coming down to the ring again, maybe address something about Survivor Series. So, as you guys know, Survivor Series is just at the end of the week, ladies and gentlemen. And the wife stealing, wheeling dealing Ric Flair has a lot of stuff planned for SmackDown Live moving forward. As you know, we've already set up the traditional 6-man tag match, and we have some other fine matchups planned for Survivor Series. But I want to talk tonight about the Elimination Chamber and moving forward. Now, as you guys may know, as there has been whispers, it has been mentioned here and there in passing, there will be not one but 2 Elimination Chamber matches this year, as we will have the first ever Women's Elimination Chamber match, and it is officially announced right now. But also, of course, we have to hold some qualifiers for certain places and superstars to take place. And this week and next week, we will start those qualifiers, as Daniel Bryan is already one of those superstars who has made it into the chamber match. And Randy Orton's theme has dropped. And Randy coming out here with a mic in hand, interrupting your general manager. Randy Orton, of course, recently returning to SmackDown Live after spending some time with WCW doing God knows what. I don't know what he was doing. Being a so-called legend killer after killing no legends. But he's back here, and he's got something he wants to say about the chamber. Now, Rick, I don't know if I have to remind you and everybody else around here, but I am a former WWE champion. I am not only the former WWE champion, I am the first ever WWE champion in this universe. So I think what I'm about to request is nothing more than short of what I deserve, because I don't know if you remember, but I never got my rematch. I never took my rematch clause up to get my WWE championship back. So I think it's only right that I get my shot for the belt, one-on-one with Seth Rollins or Dolph Ziggler after Survivor Series. Well, Randy, I know you didn't get your shot, but what I also do know is that you left SmackDown Live to participate for WCW, which means that your SmackDown Live contract was no more, which means that your SmackDown Live rematch clause is gone, Randy. Well, you know what? That makes sense, Rick. But I still want an opportunity to get myself in that chamber match, at the very least, to get my championship back. Superstars like Daniel Bryan have got themselves in, and they are not as deserving as the Viper. Well, I tell you what I'm gonna do, Randy. Seeing as you don't think Daniel Bryan is deserving, he earned his spot. So, if Daniel Bryan accepts, what we're gonna do tonight is Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton. And if you win, you can have Daniel Bryan's spot in the chamber. And if you lose, I don't want to hear no more about it. And that's it. I guess we have another match set for tonight. Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton might just happen. We'll have to find out if Daniel Bryan is going to accept to those terms and conditions and put his Elimination Chamber spot on the line. And another one of the matchups we got set and ready to go today is Mr. America, Jack Swagger. We've seen him face off for some titles. We've seen him doing well, we've seen him doing bad. But here he is trying to kickstart his SmackDown Live career again as we head into Survivor Series and get ready for Elimination Chamber, where there's a lot of opportunities going around. But he's got a tough competitor tonight, as this is somewhat of a warm-up. These guys, or this man along with the guys he's going to come to the ring with, we assume, has been announced that they are going to face off in the traditional six-man tag match against, wait, what, where's the, sleep, Carl. I don't know what's going on right now. Let me just tell you this. I feel like, wait, look at that. Look at this cheese with the game, bro. There's 3 shadows right there. There's meant to be 3 people walking down to the ring. Where's Dash Wilder at? I don't know. Dude's invisible. But you know what we're going to say? We're going to say he's just running a little bit late. That's all it is. Running a little bit late. Triple H is Jack Swagger's opponent in his first match of the series. And kicking this match off, Triple H straight away in there. Jesus with a DDT. And you can actually see there's actually meant to be more there. And Triple H has come down to the ring with 3 of his goons. 3 of his goons, the so-called Collective. You saw on the nameplate. They've gone around backstage calling themselves the Collective. It's Triple H coming straight away with the dirty tactics. Thinking he might be a little bit rusty going into Survivor Series in the 6-man tag match. I mean, these guys have been nothing short of, like, look at the classic Triple H here working on the arm. But these guys have been no heroes. They've been no good guys. By the end of the day, they're going into Survivor Series representing SmackDown Live. And of course, if you're a fan of SmackDown Live, which all of you are, you're going to want these guys to win. Even you're going to have to root for them for one night. It's just going to have to happen. But right now, I mean, the crowd's kind of getting behind him. You hear them Triple H chants? The crowd getting behind him. Right hand from Triple H. From Ribble H. No, not Ribble H. Ribble H. You can see Bobby Roode, Dash Wilder, and Scott Dawson all accompanying the game to the ring for his first match since his time in NXT. So it's understandable for him to be a little bit rusty, like I was saying. But the guy is the King of Kings. Look at him. Look at him show it. He's the King of Kings. I mean, he's going to be good regardless. Am I right or am I right? I believe I'm right. As he continues to wear down Jack Swagger. But like I said, we want to get a win for SmackDown Live at Survivor Series. And we got to get behind these guys if we want them. But I mean, these guys are nothing to support. And there is nothing to support Jack Swagger's back right there as he just got hit with a spine buster. Earth-shattering spine buster and a driving elbow right onto that spine again as well. Spine buster similar of Bobby Roode's. These guys been working together. Would be interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Baron Corbin show up after this match tonight, after he's been attacked week after week by these guys. And Triple H is lining something up as he's waiting. Look at him just watching Jack Swagger as a kick straight into the midsection and a pedigree, and he's busted him open. Triple H has come out in an absolutely ruthless fashion in this match against Jack Swagger. He gets the 2 count and a 3 and makes light work of Triple H in this matchup right here. Lord Jesus, Triple H has just swept him aside. Swept him aside, and I don't know why. I don't know why all this music is playing for him. Maybe they're counting as a team. But Triple H picking up a win in his first appearance on Smackdown Live, representing the collective, and he hopefully will see him celebrating after the match of Survivor Series. The game taking up a win over Jack Swagger easily. And now I hope you're ready for what we have set up for the co-main event of the evening. This match wasn't even scheduled, but now it is. We hear I was gonna say Daniel Bryan. We hear Daniel Bryan has accepted the match against Randy Orton. Remember, Daniel Bryan pinned Randy Orton on both of their return. Well, on Daniel Bryan's debut and Randy Orton's return to SmackDown Live. He pinned him in a triple threat match between him, those two, and AJ Styles. Daniel Bryan then went on last week to pin AJ Styles one-on-one. And now he's having to have a rematch with what he didn't have to. He accepted. I guess he wants to prove to Randy Orton once and for all that he is the better man inside the ring. But Randy Orton, the Viper, like he did say, don't forget, put some respect on him. He was the first ever WWE champion on this universe. Leading up to Backlash, he held that belt and he lost it in an unbelievable fatal 4-way match between him, Finn Balor, Dolph Ziggler, and Seth Rollins. Like I say, he kicked off to WCW before he could actually call in his rematch clause. So this guy, I mean, you could kind of say he deserves a shot, or at least a chance to get a shot. But at the same time, you could say it's a little bit harsh for Daniel Bryan to have to put up, again, he didn't have to, he accepted, for him to put up his Elimination Chamber spot up against Randy Orton, as he just yeses down to the ring. Absolutely just yesing down to the ring. Yeah! Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, one-on-one. Randy Orton, Daniel Bryan, ding, ding, ding. Randy Orton going straight in there and a DDT. Your boy is not playing. Randy Orton's coming out here aggressive, as he wants to be in that Elimination Chamber match come the end of this matchup. Daniel Bryan obviously pinning Randy Orton, as I did mention, in a triple threat match on his debut. And then obviously pinning AJ Styles just last week in a one-on-one match. But yet he could come out of this with no spot in the Elimination Chamber match. However, if he is able to pick up a win, that is huge for Daniel Bryan, and that is just even more momentum. And he just goes into that chamber match on absolute fire. It doesn't matter who the champion is. Bear in mind, it doesn't matter who the champion is, whether Seth Rollins or Dolph Ziggler wins at Survivor Series. Both of those guys will be in the chamber match, but the champion will not need to be pinned for the championship to change hands. Bear in mind, the champion neither one of them need to be pinned. It could be two superstars who get into the match through qualifiers, who are in the match at the end, who end up being champion. And Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler will have absolutely nothing to say about it. They'll have no say in the issue. It's really a crazy situation, the Elimination Chamber is. Not even mentioning how unpredictable the actual chamber itself is, the surroundings, how dangerous the surroundings can be. Not even mentioning any of that, but just how the championships could change hands. Crazy. And Randy Orton wants to find himself in that match. Randy Orton, obviously one of the greatest superstars there are, one of the slickest in-ring performers there are. You can see he just gets out of the way of that one. He's going to hit Daniel Bryan with a nice back suplex. But Randy Orton just has a certain charisma inside the ring. One of the only guys I've ever seen who can wrestle at a walking pace. It's just a beautiful sight to behold. But he is going up against another one of the very best in Daniel Bryan tonight. And Daniel Bryan was at his very best when he was able to beat AJ Styles last week. At his very, very best. Randy Orton doesn't care about Daniel Bryan's very best. as he's got him up on that top rope. Taro got him looking backwards, and he's gonna drop him on his neck with that back suplex. Give me a second, let me take a swing. In between matches, I realized my fan was on. Now, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I ain't taking any chances, so I turned that shit off. Now, I'm hot as hell. Now I'm realizing how much it was actually helping me, even though I didn't realize it was on. Meanwhile, Randy Orton going with the Orton stomps and covering Daniel Bryan. It's a 2 and a kick out from Daniel Bryan. For a split second there, I thought that was going to be it. I thought Daniel Bryan wasn't going to have enough to kick out of that. For a split second. And the Viper now watching. What? Your boy just went for an RKO on Daniel Bryan while he was on the floor. I mean, I know they say out of nowhere, but that's not even possible. That's not even possible, Randy. You should know. Like, you should know all the ways your move could connect. Daniel Bryan, DDT. Drilling Randy Orton's face into the mat as Daniel Bryan, as you can see, getting himself just a little bit fired up. Sends Randy Orton into the corner. What's he gonna go for? Sends Randy Orton. Randy Orton is able to reverse. Daniel Bryan again. Beautiful sequence. Flipping over Randy Orton. Randy Orton for the clothesline. Daniel Bryan ducks under. And a big clothesline takes out Randy Orton. Beautiful turnaround for Daniel Bryan. And bringing Randy Orton to his knees with the... Hold on. Kick to the back of the head. Beautiful kick from Daniel Bryan. And he's going to go for the yes lock. Is that what he's going to pull out? Yes lock or no? Yes lock or flying go? Not going for either of them. Just yet, at least. Daniel Bryan again. Is he got another comeback? You can't get more than one comeback in a match though. Like that's a thing, right? Daniel Bryan, it must not have been a comeback. It must have just been a regular ass taunt as he gets the yes lock in Randy Orton's hand. You can look at Randy Orton's hand skimming the rope every single time. Randy Orton is fighting to get to them ropes, but he can't reach right now. Is he gonna tap? No. Flips Daniel Bryan out of the way, showing a little bit of strength. Let me remind you of the main event we have tonight at Survivor Series. We have Seth Rollins defending his WWE Championship against Dolph Ziggler. We have the New Day defending their championship against American Alpha. So what we have tonight is somewhat of a little preview. We have Seth Rollins teaming up with Kofi Kingston to take on Dolph Ziggler and Chad Gable. Daniel Bryan, meanwhile, in this one, fighting back. Kick to the chest of Randy Orton, not one but two. And another one, a spinning back kick to the lower abdomen, to the gut of Randy Orton. And Daniel Bryan again, heading outside over the top rope with a Tope Tomoko. Stomping on Randy Orton right here. A stomp. Lifting Orton to his feet, but Orton is able to reverse. With a little bit of a fireman carry counter. And Randy Orton now dropping knee first onto the face to Daniel Bryan. And I think he knew exactly what he was doing when he pulled that move out. Trying to make Daniel Bryan bleed. Trying to open up a wound on the face of Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan not letting that deter him though, as he gets another counter to get him in position to put this match away. What's he going to go for? He's going to drive the shoulder of Orton into the corner right here. And Randy Orton is able to get out of the way of that. And you just going to... Oh my God, I'm asleep, bro. I'm so tired. Why would you just stare at your boy? Why would you just stare? Like, you reverse his move and then you're just going to look at him. And now that's what you get. A kick to the back of your goddamn head, my boy. And Daniel Bryan is going for the cover. It's a 2 and a kick out. Just about from Randy Orton, as you can see the amazement in the face of Daniel Bryan as that blood just tears down his face. Daniel Bryan was looking for something. Randy Orton reversed and a European uppercut from Orton. That's just one. Spinning Daniel Bryan around, send him into the corner. He'll go for another back suplex. Looks like he's going to put him back up on the tie rope. What's that Randy Orton going for this time? He's going for another one. Look. Wait. Ow! Another one. big back suplex from Randy Orton. Scared the shit out of me. I just turned my PlayStation on by accident with that damn motion sensor. Give me a second, let me turn this shit off. Takes so long to damn handle, man. PlayStation scared the shit out of me. I need to take a swig of my drink. I'm trying to buy you a drink. I thought for a second Randy Orton was backing up into that corner to hit that punk kick. But he decided otherwise. Gonna try and pull something else out the bag before that. And he's going for the Orton stomps. 2, 3, 4. Working on each and every limb, each and every area of Daniel Bryan's body. And he's gonna go for a cover. Will Randy Orton see himself in the Elimination Chamber match and a 3? And that is exactly where Randy Orton is going. He has booked himself a spot in next month's Elimination Chamber main event. And he has himself an opportunity to challenge for that WWE Championship that he never got a chance to put his rematch clause into action for. Randy Orton, I mean, disappointing. We might have to give Daniel Bryan another chance because he beat Randy already. He beat AJ Styles. And now he's lost his chance to compete in the Elimination Chamber. Randy Orton has done exactly what he wanted. He's got himself a WWE Championship shot. And now coming to the ring, we have your Intercontinental Champion, Rob Van Dam, defending his belt against Shawn Michaels. This guy he's held on to that belt since Capital Punishment, I believe, and he's been looking strong. I mean, no one he's faced has looked like they're even going to come close to beating him. And I think for the first time in the series, or one of the first time in the series definitely, he's actually coming down with a few words to say. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to keep this nice and short. Smackdown Live, I think every one of you guys know, is Rob Van Dam's show. I am Mr. Smackdown Live, Rob Van Dam. So I'm out here. I'm trying to get rid of a plague spreading through my show. Triple H and his goons, they're acting like bullies. They're out here trying to take over the whole of SmackDown Live. And since I've been so dominant as an Intercontinental Champion, I feel like it's my duty to protect this brand. So Hunter, I want you to come down here by yourself alone, because I have a little proposition for you right now. And here we go. Rob Van Dam says he has a proposition for Triple H, who was just in action earlier on tonight, defeating Jack Swagger. And of course, in typical fashion, Triple H walks through the shit. My boy Wolfie used to try and take the piss out of my show, talking about your production levels is whack because your superstars is walking through shit. For the last how many weeks in a row, I done seen your superstars walking through your whole building. It ain't just me. It ain't just me. But Triple H has answered to Rob Van Dam. And he's come down here with a mic of his own. And he done what Rob Van Dam asked. None of his goons are with him. So, Rob, what's this all about? Because I don't really have time to waste. Like I said, I'm going to make this nice and quick. I don't like bullies, Hunter. And I'm going to get you off of my show, off of my brand, and make this brand what it used to be. So here, listen up. The week after Survivor Series on SmackDown Live, Rob Van Dam versus Triple H. I'm going to put my Intercontinental Championship on the line. And if I win, here's what's up. You have to leave SmackDown Live for good, my friend. So let me get this straight, Rob. I turn up next week. I hit you with the pedigree. I beat you. I take your belt. And I never have to see your face again. Is that what you're telling me? And I become the new Intercontinental Champion. Is that what you're telling me? Rob Van Dam, Triple H. Loser leaves the brand match. How's that sound? I'll see you next week, Rob. And there, I guess so. Oh, Triple H! Triple H, with no respect, he just kicked your boy in his nuts. Kicked him straight in the nads, bruh. That's disrespectful. I can't even lie to you. We can't accept that one. I mean, I've been saying everything goes on SmackDown Live, but as soon as you start kicking dudes in the nuts, I don't know if I can let that slide. But Triple H coming out here, just attacking Rob Van Dam. Rob Van Dam fighting back. The Intercontinental Championship, I guess we've got it settled. I mean, they kind of agreed to do it. A loser leaves the brand match. Triple H, Rob Van Dam, of course the Intercontinental Championship will be on the line, and Triple H agreed and then decided that was a decent opportunity to attack Rob Van Dam, but it's not really working out for the game right now. How soon before we see Scott Dawson, Dash Wilder, and Bobby Roode coming down the ring to try and interfere? Because it ain't going too well for the game right now as Rob Van Dam continuing to pile some pressure on. It's only a matter of time before you do climbs up to the top rope. These dudes ain't even in a match. Rob Van Dam said he's getting ready to get rid of the plague. Did you see that kick though? All that was missing was that slap sound of the back of someone's foot hitting your lip. Standing shooting star press from Rob Van Dam and a clothesline. Rob Van Dam, Triple H after Survivor Series. Loser leaves the brand, people. And just before we come to the end of SmackDown Live, just another reminder, WCW. Why wouldn't you check it out? Because it's trash. I mean, but why wouldn't you check it out? Because it's trash. Why wouldn't you check it out, though? I mean, it's not like it's trash. It's definitely trash. But yeah, WCW, they got some good superstars over there. A lot going on. Survivor Series this weekend. We're facing them in the 6-man tag match. They've got their own special event for Ring of Honor, like I said. And then, I believe, well, don't quote me, but I believe their next pay-per-view is going to be Hell in a Cell. So, it's going down over there in WCW. Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, a lot of former SmackDown Live superstars who couldn't cut it, but you know what, I'm just saying, you could do better. But yeah, check it out though, peace. And now we've arrived at the main event, the final match, before we head off to Survivor Series, and we have some amazing matchups set up for Survivor Series, and two of these guys might leave that pay-per-view as your new SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions if they can just overcome Kofi Kingston and probably Big E. I'm not sure whether it's going to be Kofi and Big E or Kofi and Xavier. We'll have to wait and see. By the end of the day, what I'm saying is they have to overcome the New Day and become SmackDown Live Champions. And Gable is the only one from American Alpha in action tonight. He'll be teaming up with this man, former WWE Champion, Dolph Ziggler. At him at heel Ziggler. Not really a heel. I wouldn't call him a heel anymore. He's kind of just neutral. Like, I mean, sometimes they like him, sometimes they don't like him. He isn't doing what he used to be doing, hitting people with chairs and shit, interfering in matches. But he's not exactly a good guy right now. He's not exactly the most likable character, I mean, on SmackDown Live. But Chad Gable, there's his tag partner, Dolph Ziggler, former WWE Champion. He'll be facing off against Seth Rollins at Survivor Series 1-on-1 in a regular match. No stipulations, no gimmick matches, just 1-on-1. Who is the better man for the championship? Seth Rollins obviously defeating Dolph Ziggler at the 100th episode to become the new champion. But here is one third. Yes, it is. Here is I say 1/3. Here's two thirds of who American Alpha will be facing off against tonight. No, I say tonight at Survivor Series. Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, the SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions, the New Day. Big E out here. Big E introduced them, sent them out, and then just left. He didn't even come out to the ring with them. But that's because it's a 6-man match. I can't fit Big E. This was the longest loading screen I ever seen for a single match. The loading screen took forever. But here we go. Xavier Woods and Jason Jordan just accompanying their tag team members to the ring. They won't be involved in any way, shape, or form, but they're going to be here. And here is your SmackDown Live tag. I said tag, bro. I said tag. What? Wait, just stop. Wait, let me try again. Your SmackDown Live Wait. There ain't no SmackDown Live about it. Wait, let me try again. Here's your WWE Champion, Seth freaking Rollins. You can see right here, wasted no time getting his custom side plates put on. The Architect, the Kingslayer, like I said, defeating Dolph Ziggler at the 100th episode, hitting him with the, was it the curb stomp or the, I believe it was the curb stomp that put him away in the end. Look at that, nice little side plates. They look clean, I ain't gonna lie. But that is the matchup you're ready to see tonight. Your main event, just a preview of Survivor Series. And here's your first little sneak peek. Chad Gable and Kofi are going to kick this match off. One-on-one. I think we're pretty sure Kofi will be in that match. It's just a question of whether he teams with Xavier Woods or Big E. And Chad Gable instantly, with such a technical, such a swift reversal. Swift-ass reversal. As he sends Kofi Kingston sprawling all over the ring. Like I said, Xavier Woods didn't actually bring his trombone to the ring, which is interesting. I guess he doesn't bring it when there's only two of them. I guess he only brings it when it's all three. But hey, Chad Gable dropping that leg drop on Kofi Kingston. Chad Gable has looked very strong. I mean, American Alpha as a whole looked strong throughout that tag team tournament before beating Miz and Model. But Jason Jordan is the one who done the brunt of the work towards the end of that match, actually getting them their tag team opportunity. Miz and Model coming real close in their first run as a team though, which is, I mean, interesting. Very, very interesting for them. But here we are. Right now, Kofi Kingston managing to get out of the hold of Chad Gable. Jesus Christ! Did you see that kick? He kicked the fucking brains out of Chad Gable right there. Sent him face first onto the mat. And he tags in your WWE Champion. Just gonna go for Chad Gable slipping over the top of Seth Rollins. And a back suplex for Chad Gable right there. Dropping him on the mat. Elbow drop to the face of Seth Rollins. Spinning leg drop from Chad Gable this time. Beautiful. Foot stomp to the face of Seth Rollins. WWE Champion getting himself back in charge though. Back in charge though. Back in charge though. Choking. Just choking Chad Gable. And no doubt Seth Rollins wants to get a look at Dolph Ziggler. He wants to get Ziggler tagged in so he can go one-on-one with his opponent at Survivor Series. No serious bad blood between these two guys. But Dolph Ziggler will definitely want to get into the ring. And he'll definitely be looking forward to Survivor Series, getting a chance to win his belt back. Like I said, Dolph Ziggler, during his run as champion, was one of the most focused champions I've seen in a while. And Seth Rollins off that top rope with a Phoenix splash showing what he can do. He pulled out the whole complete arsenal in his match against Dolph Ziggler as he goes for a cover, and Chad Gable is able to kick out. Ready, willing, and Gable is what he says. But right now, he's not looking too Gable. Not looking too able neither. As Seth Rollins, high knee drop off that mid rope, going for a beautiful Phoenix splash. I'm surprised he actually connected from how close it was. But Seth Rollins in absolute control up until right now. Chad Gable with the reversal. Not really getting a great looking Chad Gable. Look at the ingenuity, originality, athleticism, technicality. And he finds himself outside the ring, slides back in, and still too quick for the WWE Champion right there. More athleticism from Chad Gable and a back suplex. Textbook. And he's going to go and tag in your former WWE Champion. And trying to wear down Seth Rollins. Making sure his team is still in control. That's the advantage Chad Gable and Kofi are going to bring to these matches. They know what it is to compete as a team. And Seth Rollins with a nice reversal. It looked like Dolph Ziggler was going to hit a back suplex of his own. But Rollins turning it into a bulldog. And just like that, Seth Rollins lining out a Falcon Arrow. Beautiful. This guy's moveset is just... Seth Rollins is just too good. The boy is too good. Seth Rollins now heading outside to the apron, and we all know what he's going to line up. Gliding by with the springboard knee drop onto the face of Dolph Ziggler and pumps his chest in front of the crowd before lining something up to put this match to bed. Seth Rollins out of nowhere ready to end this. Kick to the gut. Hooking the arms of Dolph Ziggler. Is he going to put him away again? Pedigree connects. Bang in the middle of the ring. Rolls him over. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Chad Gable's not going to get in. And Dolph Ziggler kicks out right there. Back in this matchup, Seth Rollins taking it to Dolph Ziggler in this matchup. And this is exactly what this match is for. It's a preview for what we're going to see come Survivor Series this weekend. And Seth Rollins again off that top rope. Connecting with that springboard knee to the head. And Seth Rollins in this matchup is in full control of Dolph Ziggler. This is exactly why we're giving you guys just a smidgen of what you're going to see at Survivor Series. And right now, Dolph Ziggler hitting that famouser out of nowhere. And your boy's not even going to go for a pin. He ain't going to go for a pin. He ain't going to go for a super kick. He ain't going to try nothing. But Chad Gable's coming in here and going off the pin. If Chad Gable gets a pin off the WWE Champion off of the famouser, that could have been huge. It was the same thing that happened, remember, I believe, at Backlash, the very first time these guys all met up. Dolph Ziggler, the exact same way, hit Seth Rollins with a famouser, which resulted in Finn Balor getting the pin over Seth Rollins. If that happened again, Dolph Ziggler hitting the famouser on Seth Rollins, but this time Chad Gable coming in and getting the pin, that we would have come all round full circle here on Smackdown Live. Chad Gable trying to send Seth Rollins into the corner. Rollins reverses, sends Chad Gable out there, sending him out through the mid rope. And Seth Rollins again going for another one of his unique moves out of the moveset. Another Falcon Arrow, this time a deadlift Falcon Arrow from that corner. And he is setting up something. Setting something up. Kick to the midsection of Chad Gable. And he is lining up Dolph Ziggler coming into the ring and watching Seth Rollins connect with that pet. Yo, Chad Gable got straight back up. I'm asleep, bro. Chad Gable did what? What? I mean, Chad Gable ain't spent too much time in the ring, so he ain't all that hurt. But you just got pedigreed, bruh. You just got hit with pedigree and got straight back up. I don't know what that is about, but Seth Rollins is not looking happy about it right now. And yet, oh, beautiful. Seth freaking Rollins, your WWE champion, just keeps bringing out the big guns. Seth Rollins heading outside. He's tagged in Kofi Kingston, however, and Kofi comes straight in for the pin. A 2 count. And Dolph Ziggler showing a little bit of faith in his tag partner. But I'm a little bit, I mean, Chad Gable, Kofi almost getting a 3 count right there with a drop kick to the lower neck, the back of the neck of Chad Gable. Kofi Kingston this time heading out to the apron. Springboard off the top rope and a spinning frog splash. Beautiful from Kofi Kingston. Dolph Ziggler a little bit drained on the outside of the ring right there, as you can see. But now, another preview this time between American Alpha and the New Day. The challengers obviously being American Alpha. And Chad Gable cutting that preview short as he goes to tag in the challenger for the WWE Championship and the former WWE Champion. And Dolph Ziggler telling Chad Gable to get the hell out of the way. I'm going to do it myself, he says. And brings the offense to Kofi Kingston with that back suplex right there. And he's lining something of his own up. Is he going to try and put this match up away himself? Super kick connects from Dolph Ziggler, and Dolph Ziggler just like that pulling Kingston into the middle of the ring. Gonna try and put it away. 1, a 2, and a kick out from Kofi Kingston. Seth Rollins not even gonna try and get in the ring and interrupt These guys not really trying to let this match go on for all too long, I guess. As they're not coming in here to try and break up pins. I guess they just want to focus on their championship matches at Survivor Series. This match, I guess, doesn't mean too much. This time it's Ziggler's turn to go off of the top rope with a springboard blockbuster. Kofi Kingston back to his feet, but Dolph Ziggler sends him into the corner. Drop kick to the back from Dolph Ziggler. And Kofi goes down holding his knee for whatever reason. And it's a cover from Dolph Ziggler. And a kick out again from Kofi Kingston. What a matchup we're having just on this main event. The final Smackdown Live before we head into Survivor Series. Again, the Survivor Series card. Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins. WWE Championship on the line. American Alpha versus New Day. Tag Team Championships on the line. Bobby Roode versus Ty Dillinger versus John Cena. United States Championship on the line. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Bray Wyatt. And also, I'm sure we got another match in there. And the traditional 6-man tag team match, which will be the Bullet Club pretty much, against the Collective. So, big card we got coming up for Survivor Series. I'm sure we got some big matches coming from WCW as well. But, still in this one, Kofi Kingston going for a monkey flip on Dolph Ziggler, springboarding off the top rope. So much high flying going on in this match so far. And Kofi Kingston's hooking the leg, a 2 count, and almost getting a pin over the challenger for the WWE belt. But we still might see Kofi do exactly that as he is revving it up and connects with Trouble in Paradise. Trouble in Paradise connects. Pulls Dolph Ziggler into the middle of the ring. Rolls him over. I don't think Chad Gable was going to come in and interfere. 1, 2, 3. And Seth Rollins was there to stop it, even if Chad Gable did want to get into the middle of the ring. But Kofi Kingston getting a big pin over your challenger for the WWE Championship before Survivor Series, before he puts his own tag team belt on the line. And this match was actually big. So much going on in this match, as you can see. So many big moves. Both sets of teams, I guess, showing what they got. They all put on a decent performance. I mean, Dolph Ziggler, I guess, isn't going to be happy. He took a pin. And not even to the WWE Champion, but Seth Rollins and Kofi Kingston pick up the win. And they did work well together. Like I said, they're good friends outside of the ring. But final match before we head into Survivor Series for SmackDown Live. And it's going to be a big pay-per-view, guys. Make sure you are there to check it out. Make sure you check out WCW. It did go up earlier today. So make sure you check that out. Check out Impact. Check it all out. We've got a special event at the end of the week. But most importantly, Survivor Series, guys. Peace.